reminiscent of Dark Souls, because that's just how that game works.
Yeah. Yeah. Every time John says he's playing Dark Souls on the computer, my mind goes straight to the board game, because I didn't realize the computer one existed, because we got the board game one that I physically see.
Right.
Because I don't look at his fucking computer. I don't fucking care. And, yeah, it's funny you mentioned the you die thing, because the second you open the box,
first thing you see
the
is
first thing you see is you died.
And that's the exact screen cap of what you see when you're playing Dark Souls. You died. I wish it were a little bit harder, to be honest with you. We ran a short campaign, and it was we had 4 people, granted, so maybe that was part of
That
why
is
it does
part of
scale.
it.
It does scale up, but I don't think it scales up quite fast enough. Wasn't quite hard enough. We rolled faces the entire time, and part of that was luck, and part of that was having 4 people. But a little bit more upscale would be good. I think we'll probably house rule a couple of things as well. But it was a good game. It's solid.
Yeah.
The minis are really nice.
They are
Good, look
very
nice,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, John, we had gone to Brian and Amanda's over in Sauk and took Dark Souls with one night. And I fell asleep on the couch and then they played. So, 3 people, it was definitely harder. So when you have the 4 people, it seems to be more in your favor. So I can see why you say it was a little easy.
Yeah.
But it's because it was 4 people.
Yep. Well, there is distinctly people that are better at it. Like the Herald as a class is not a great class.
Yeah.
Whereas the Warrior starts out fantastic. So the starting gear is not all made equal either. So that's so when be careful of who you pick.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
How did the actual tournaments go in MomCon?
Oh.
You don't know. How many people were actually playing War Machine?
They had the War Machine tournament was actually pretty. I don't want to say disappointing, because it's not. I personally am not disappointed because I didn't play. But I think they had 50-something enrollees, and they only had 20-some-odd people playing. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, the turnout was rather poor for the War Machine. It sounds like the turnout for everything else was very good, though. Like, their Guild Ball turnout was excellent. So, so it was less emphasis on War Machine, and there was a lot of bitching about War Machine. A lot of people are very displeased with stuff that we've talked about on the podcast already. The SR-17, people are not really. It basically is irrelevant at this point if there's a scenario or not.
Yep.
And they're not happy about theme forces and how that kind of pigeonholes you into playing one particular army.
Yep.
Yeah.
So lots of bitching.
Good
But
time.
it was a good time overall. It was a good time. They put on a good con.
Good. Not bad for a second year.
Oh, I forgot to mention the clan rally next door. So
Oh,
this
yeah.
is great. So we were looking at places to stay that were near I think it was the Holiday Inn that we ended up staying at. That was where the con was. So there was a next door hotel, the Ramada, that was we found out while we were looking up places to stay, was hosting the all-white party. Now, the first thing that jumps into my mind is, oh god, it's the clan. So I had to look into this more, because there's other things it could be, like a bridal party that's just poorly named or whatever. So the only thing I could find about this thing online was that it was, the description was just the right people, the right atmosphere, all capitalized. Just like the first word was capitalized of each. All white attire required, head to toe. Those are the only 2 details I could find about this thing on it. And the day before the all-white party happened, there was this giant stretch truck. It was an 8-door pickup truck that was like a stretch Hummer just in a truck form. And I'm telling myself they were here for the clan rally, because that's the only thing I can picture this thing being used for. It was. We didn't investigate. Keith was drunk enough that he was talking about going over wearing his bed sheets and his hood, and his pillowcase and the hood, and seeing what happens.
They could have cut out little holes.
But
It'd been like a ghost.
yeah, like, we talked him out of it though, because he might get shanked if it was a real clan rally. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, bad location maybe, but that was entertaining at least.
Oh dear.
Oh.
All right. Next.
Next, we have the PP video short that they did with Penny Arcade.
God.
So you all probably have seen it by now. I think it was last week they posted it.
Something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, they
recent.
didn't really extensively post it though. They only briefly. It's a 5-minute short video,
Yeah. Where it's
It's one of the Denny Haley fights. I don't remember which
Yeah.
specific one. It's when Haley's still Haley 1 and Denny's still Denny 1. So I think it's the beginning of their fight where Denny 1 gets killed. So I don't remember exactly where in the fluff it is, but
so I didn't look into it too much.
No.
But was the reason for this to like get more people into the game?
I don't know that there was a reason for this other than Matt Wilson wanted to play around with 3D design.
Okay.
There's because they had posted something like a week or two before they posted this. There's just Hungerford and a couple of other people that I happen to have on Facebook were being excited, you know, their little orgasmic bursts of yay PP that they just have every now and then.
Yeah.
So there wasn't really a whole lot of warning or talk about this before, and there's not really a whole lot of talk about it after it happened
No.
either.
It had a lot of good feedback from every single guy that I
That really
saw.
perplexed me.
Every
to be
guy.
honest.
Every guy.
I thought
Yeah,
I thought
every
it was
guy.
really
It was
silly.
like, this is great.
yeah.
Do more of this. And I could see like PP people were like, yes, keep saying this because then we will do more of this.
I'm not sure what the purpose of this is because there's no way that they're making any money off of this.
I don't think so.
But
Like, I get having fun with it if you've got that many resources that you can do this, fix your fucking game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think didn't Magic do some shorts once in a while? Too,
Sure,
like
but Magic
videos
has
and
been
stuff?
pretty consistently successful.
I
though,
know,
is the
I know, but
difference here.
I think maybe they're trying to take a page from Magic
Sure.
and do like these little shorts.
Sure, and as a short by itself, it's fine. I mean, I
Yeah.
thought it was. I compared it to the Star Wars: The Phantom Menace of the of the time because I personally just thought it was very meh. It was
Yeah.
Agreed.
you know,
I mean,
it was
visually
there was no
pleasing.
it was visually
It was pretty,
fine.
yeah.
I didn't care for the fact there was no grime. It was just visually pretty. You know,
Yeah.
there wasn't even smoke coming out of the smokestacks of the jacks. So it was visually pretty, lacked all humanity, had no real character development or characters at all.
Not really realistic
no.
body images.
No, oh no,
either?
not at all.
No.
I think we talked about that briefly.
Yeah.
If they had like Denny's was fine because Denny's already tiny, but
Well, and she's-
Haley was wearing
and she's not
full-
wearing anything,
No,
you know.
Yeah.
So that was
Haley's
okay.
wearing full armor though, and she's like
And she's
the
still
same
like a size zero.
with the armor on.
Like I could
Yeah.
put my
It was-
fingers around her waist, and
It was
that would
like
be her
it was like
waist.
the Barbie thing where you know
Yeah.
if your waist is so small that you can't physically support your top half of your body with or without armor, that's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a physical problem.
right.
Yeah.
And it bugged me too because I looked at the Haley model and it's like she looks fine as
Yeah, she
a
looks
model.
normal. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with her. It's not like overly proportioned tits or whatever.
No.
And then in this video they just did that. It's like, oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got the impression that was that's how Penny Arcade does too, though.
Yeah.
They're not exactly the most female friendly place around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that bugged me too was the voice actors. You could totally
Yeah.
tell
It was the
same
fucker.
girl.
I
It was the same
understand
person,
that
like-
they're like twins, but come on now.
They grew up completely separately. They were separated
Yeah.
when they were like one because Crick stole Denny. Like they don't sound the same.
No.
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 Particularly when they're, you know, half a continent apart. You know, I don't sound the same as somebody in Alabama.
What's this?
What is
Ooh.
what is Andy bringing us? What is this?
Are you bringing us booze?
What is
Nope.
this?
What is it?
Nope.
The shit is this?
It's booze.
Andy just handed
Not
us
booze.
Are you sure?
an odd drink.
Is it roofies?
I'm gonna be live broadcasting that.
It smells pepperminty.
Smells like. Oh, is it that cinnamon shit you were telling me about? God damn it,
Oh,
Andy.
Pepsi cinnamon!
Pepsi Fire?
It's
Yep.
Pepsi with cinnamon. It sounded
you.
like the worst thing ever.
we saw it at Pig, and my sister Missy is like, "Yuck! Who wants cinnamon Pepsi?" It's just like Fireball and root beer, bitch.
Fireball and root beer is really good.
This is
Exactly.
surprisingly okay, actually. This is better than expected.
Yeah.
Andy.
I don't think it's bad.
I don't think it's good.
Maybe
Don't
around
get me
the holidays.
Don't get me wrong.
in the
but
fall.
All right.
No, it's all eggnog.
No, I mean in the fall. Like
In the fall.
that's
I mean,
cold.
It's no,
Yeah.
It's
No.
no RC10, so
No.
because I unleashed that on the podcast. I'm gonna unleash the rest of it on the rest of the podcast.
Why would you do that?
That's what I do.
Why are you a terrible person, Andy?
Why is it outside?
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, the more I drink it, I
I
actually
like
kind of like it.
I don't like it, but I don't hate it.
The
You know,
initial
it's-
taste is kind of like,
whatever.
but the more you drink it,
I bet it'd be better
We
with
should just
Coke.
become a drink review podcast. We've done this a couple times now.
Vanilla Coke is the worst.
Oh, pumpkin spice
Ugh.
Pepsi. You are an awful person.
Pumpkin spice Pepsi.
Oh God.
No.
Ugh.
That's what Nick had posted in the.
My favorite drink is no longer made anymore, but it was the most adjectives added to a soft drink, which is Diet Black Cherry Vanilla Diet Coke. Or
I actually remember that. It wasn't bad.
No,
yeah.
those were good.
Not good for me.
No. Would definitely drink if it were Coke.
Okay, it doesn't help when it hangs on your throat though, because now I got a tickle.
Actually, that's the only part that I really liked about it. I really like cinnamon though, so
That's pretty good.
okay. Drink review part over. You can scratch that off the list of things to do.
So I guess on the video, I don't know.
It was just very meh.
Yeah,
On a 0 to 10 scale, I'd give it like a 4.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. It wasn't. I don't know.
it just lacked humanity. I thought. I
It-
mean, even if you ignore all the visuals, I just
Yeah.
wasn't involved and didn't give a shit about the story. There's
Yeah.
nothing
Was-
to care about.
It was nice that they had it made because I haven't read the lore yet,
Mm-hmm.
which we will get into more after discussing the video.
Actually next.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, the thing that it looked cool. Like some of the stuff looked cool. Like when those little chicken things were like wrapped around. I don't know what they are. I call them
Yeah,
chickens.
they're the
When
bone
they're wrapped
chickens, yeah.
around like the pole, I'm like, that is awesome. Like if the game could actually be like that, I think that would be pretty cool. But the game is on flat terrain that does not wrap around things.
Sure, and
Yeah.
the swamp thing bothered me too because the Ironclad couldn't cross the swamp, but the Slayers could.
Yeah.
Like, not sure that Slayers weigh the same as a bone chicken. You know, they sure don't look like they do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That was just me. And the lack of smokestacks. The Slayers clawed at the Ironclad. No claw marks left at all. It's
Yeah.
there just wasn't any realism to it, and that's I feel like that's necessary now that 3D animations come. You know, has advanced as far as it has.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay in the Phantom Menace because we didn't really know a whole lot better.
So
I'm not saying that the Phantom Menace was okay for the record.
it wasn't bad.
So
Ugh.
Caldalar.
Catalar. Okay. Okay.
Everything you like is wrong.
I
So-
know. Isn't it beautiful?
I think she's just a troll, guys.
No, I'm not.
So he said that if I think
Yeah,
if they up
we did
the-
talk about the voice acting. Somebody's just asking about that.
Yeah.
Someone said I think that they up their production value and dedicated to covering past stories would be cool.
Oh,
So,
sure. There's lots of
Yeah.
potential for it to be cool.
do fucking hordes for once. Sorry.
That's
Like-
true.
Oh, dude, some of the Legion battles would actually be a lot of fun
Yes,
to watch.
they would.
Yeah.
Like War
Or
Machine.
even just watching Thagrosh's transformation, that'd be super
Ooh.
cool.
Oh, just like separate videos of the transformations would be fucking kick ass.
I actually once did a diorama for a painting competition of an Angelius being born. It was one of the seraphs being ripped open by Thagrosh and having the Angelius popped out of the middle. Having a visual of that would be super cool.
Yeah.
You know, or so, there's lots of stuff you could pick from
Yeah.
with or without the lore.
But I
It's-
guess my beef with that is like War Machine is just like the thing. Like that's just
It's the
it's
baby.
robots. Robots are cool.
yeah. No. Do some fucking beasts and
I'd be down with some beasts.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think Circle would be cool. Everything. Well, maybe not trolls. Well, maybe trolls would be. I don't know. I just think it'd be cool.
The Troll Exodus from Signar could be fun.
Yeah.
You got a little both.
Right.
Oh yeah, I don't remember this. Add it to the list.
Okay.
The pinup.
Oh yeah, Reinhold. We'll talk about Reinhold.
yes.
Okay.
too.
We will
Yeah.
talk about Reinhold after our lore talk.
Yes. Okay. Are we done with the video short?
I think we're done with the short unless anyone else has something to throw in.
I think we're good. Next we have
so-
is lore.
Yes. For those of you that actually follow us on our Facebook page, we did do a... Did we do a poll or did we just say we're thinking of doing
We
that?
just said that we
said
were
it,
wanted to do it. and
Yes.
A lot of people reacted
Yes.
positively to it.
So we are, instead of doing our faction reviews that we were originally going to do because shit keeps changing, which is frustrating.
Pretty irrelevant when the next week is going to be something different. so,
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. So we have decided to take it to a different route and, give you basically a synopsis of the lore for each faction. So I think the main plan is just to stick with the factions we were initially going to do the faction reviews on and do the lore instead for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
And
try
the
and
world
switch
itself
out.
and the lore is actually relatively interesting. Like, they built a cool world.
Yeah, yeah, no, John. I mean, I haven't read it. Like I said, I'm a terrible human being for this.
I haven't read
this
it either.
game.
I just know a lot about it because my roommate is like he's a fluff bunny.
Yeah, yeah. John's a fluff bunny too, and so the only reason I know anything is because of him. And he's read it all, like all of it, and he wouldn't read it if it wasn't good.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We're not saying the stories are written well. They're objectively not. That's why I haven't read them, because I couldn't stomach going through them. I don't want to say I'm a fantasy snob, because I'm not, but I'm used to reading well-written fantasy. So stepping down that much lower than, say, Terry Pratchett, I was kind of like,
Yeah,
We'll persevere for you guys.
but it's definitely a direction
No, yeah,
that we
the-
were thinking of going in.
And the world is really cool. You know,
Yeah.
what they are portraying in their terrible writing is cool. You know, the idea doesn't suck; it's the execution that sucks.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So hopefully, I don't know when we're gonna schedule those.
We'll figure it out.
At some
We'll
point,
figure it out.
Yeah.
I know
Stuff.
we're still iffy on what Sundays we are going to be doing because we haven't quite figured it out yet.
Yeah, it's supposed
One
to be the
person
first
says
and
the first and third. One
yeah.
person says the second and fourth. So we're just. If you guys have, opinions, throw them in. So yeah, we just wanted to bring you back up to speed, in case you didn't keep up on our Facebook about the lore that we're planning on talking about. So
We had a question come through over Facebook. Somebody asked if we had seen Wonder Woman yet and what our thoughts were. Have you guys seen it?
No.
I've seen
No,
it.
I haven't. Unfortunately,
It's amazing. It is really good.
Did they actually do a good job with
Yeah.
it? I was really concerned.
Yeah, I was too. I
got concerned about Batman too, I guess. but-
Yeah, well, even Suicide Squad
Yeah.
wasn't really that great.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're just going to fuck her up. I knew that they were going to, but I went out of that movie really happy. Like, I think it's the best. It's better than, I said it on Facebook, it's better than Guardians of the Galaxy was this year, in my opinion.
Oh shit.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Guardians 2 or Guardians 1?
Guardians 2. I
This
would even.
year.
I don't
So
think.
Guardians
okay,
2.
I suppose I haven't seen Guardians
Yeah.
2 yet either.
That's
Like-
also really good. You should
Yeah.
probably get your ass out there.
I live under a rock. So.
I know.
They just executed it really well.
Okay.
They talked about her backstory and kind of how she came to come out from where she is. I can't remember the name of the land because I don't really follow DC, but I know the gist of it. And
Amazon Island.
yeah, pretty much.
Hot Chick Island, whatever you want to call it.
But everything, I was afraid that they were going to do what Marvel did to Black Widow. So you guys know my beef with Black Widow. Like, I
Poor
don't.
Black Widow condemned to Scarlett Johansson.
Right. And it's like, she can be sexy, but she's also a BAMF. And they just leave her as, oh, I'm just sexy and I don't really do a whole lot. And it's like, she can do a lot. And they didn't do that. I think that's the thing I like most about this movie is that she's not overly sexy. It's not like I'm wearing everything that's revealing. You know, she's just,
Armor.
Yeah.
It's legit fucking armor that might actually stop something.
yeah.
She's pretty, but she's got a purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually does stuff
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like it was kind of cool at one point in the movie. I'm not giving away any plots, but she was just like, I'm gonna do this because this is my purpose. And then she went out and just did it. And then these other guys were like, okay, we're gonna go and follow her now because
She knows what's going on.
She
Being
don't need no
awesome.
man.
Yeah.
It's her body. She do what she wants.
So I would highly suggest going and seeing Wonder Woman. I kind of want to go see it again because it was really good.
Okay.
Except for the fucking girls that were next to me. That's something that irks me the most is when people talk.
Oh.
It's always, I hate to say it, but it normally is the women that are fucking chatterboxes during movies.
I sighed so much and I gave them so many dirty looks that the one girl finally got it. Like, I need to shut the fuck up or this girl's gonna get pissed at me.
You could just bring duct tape in your purse and just like
I should just like,
just whip it out for a few minutes, stretch it out a little, and kind of look at him. You know?
do a little twitchy eye.
Yeah, exactly. Point will be made.
Oh,
shit. So I guess that's my review of Wonder Woman. I would totally go see it.
Yeah.
But
Initially, we were thinking of it as a pain train. I guess not.
No.
No. Hey, some of the Pain Trains have been okay. I can't remember what the name of the movie was now. The Egypt themed movie,
Not Gods of
was
Egypt.
it Gods of Egypt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Gods
think
of
Okay, it was Gods of
It
Egypt.
is
That-
good.
Apparently, that was better than expected.
It is better than expected.
It looked
it
terrible.
Was on,
It looked like horrible, whitewashed, like generic action flick garbage. But I'm told it was really good, actually, or
it was
good
decent.
enough.
It
Yeah.
was good. I've watched it twice now, and it's on HBO Go. I think maybe still.
Ah, okay,
I don't
maybe
know.
I'll have to watch that.
I enjoyed it. Again, apparently I have the worst taste in the world.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, everything you
John-
like is terrible. But
John actually didn't mind it either. So
okay,
I'm
if
not
John's
saying
verified,
that.
then it might
Yeah.
be okay.
I mean, Jamie Lannister. You can't go wrong with that.
That's true. That's
Oh,
true.
ow.
As a follow-up to the Wonder Woman question, somebody asked, what movie do we need more, Wonder Woman meets Captain America or Wonder Woman meets Deadpool?
I don't really care for Wonder Woman meets Deadpool.
I
Deadpool's
just-
just a different genre in himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think she'd tell him to fuck off. Or
Yeah,
She would.
basically. She wouldn't tolerate it. And
Yeah.
he'd just fuck off and do his Deadpool thing.
And I'm not, I mean,
don't.
her and Captain America,
Captain either.
like, it's just too much. Like, there are too much similarities between the two.
Wonder Woman
Yeah.
Superman might be interesting, though. I know they actually had a series of comics where Wonder Woman and Superman hook up.
Mhm.
That could be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what happened in the comics, so I couldn't tell you if that was decent or not, but
Yeah.
I know it exists.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My fear, because they also played the Justice League trailer too.
Oh.
I'm worried that they're getting too much into the Suicide Squad, where they're just like, here's a whole bunch of characters, no backstory.
Well, they know it'll make money. That's
I-
really what they're about.
Yeah, but
mean,
I
that's
like
Hollywood.
that they had a movie for Wonder Woman. Like, if they did that for
Yeah.
Flash and they did it
If they
for
did that for all the characters that they're
Aquaman?
bringing
I mean,
together,
Ant-Man had a
Yeah.
movie.
like they do
Right.
with,
like Marvel,
Marvel.
yeah, that makes more sense. So people
It-
know who the hell they are.
it does help.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Ant-Man is the most badass of the bunch, that said. There's actually, if any of you guys are familiar with film theory, there is a film theory about how Ant-Man actually would kick the ass of anybody else, including Superman, Batman. This was made before Wonder Woman, so I don't think
Yeah.
Wonder Woman's in there.
Dude,
But
I just
yeah.
love that they had Paul Rudd.
He's pretty awesome as
He
Ant-Man.
like, it's fucking perfect.
I agree.
I remember watching him in Role Models.
I've never seen that.
You haven't seen Role Models? Oh, that's a funny one. Have you seen Role Models?
Nope.
God damn it.
again, The Rock. I live under The Rock.
Same here.
I did see Moana, speaking of The Rock. That was like The Rock in cartoon form. It was great. I fucking love The Rock. He's like Hulk Hogan, but better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has personality.
Yeah, exactly.
He's actually nice to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, besides
Yeah,
the bleached
from-
blonde
from-
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, from SmackDown to all the way through to,
Famous actor and
yeah.
voice actor and maybe our president in the next few years.
I'd be okay with
I
that.
would too.
The Rockter Who.
Oh, yeah.
Rockter Who, I'd be on board with that.
Crap.
One of the other questions we had was, how have we been?
I've been okay.
No,
I've been
life's pretty good here.
been working a lot. That's why you
I
don't
hear you
see
there.
me,
Yeah.
like, ever.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm about to start working in Milwaukee during the week, so that's going to be interesting. But again, weekends off. Hurrah!
Lucky bitch.
I've been playing a lot of other games is what I've been doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I call it my slutty phase of gaming, where
Oh, you're just kind of going around
I'm just
and
trying
everybody-
around. So like I got a little,
being like a city bus, everybody gets a ride.
yeah. Because before it was like I only can do one game and that's it, and then now I'm just like free for all.
Yeah, it's like if you went to a Catholic school and then you went to college.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
War Machine was the Catholic school
It
of
was,
gaming, and
yes, it was.
now you're just like, party! Secret Hitler, come on in!
hey, we won twice.
You're always the fascist, too. Like I said, wrong about everything.
I've actually gotten more into my chainmail stuff. Just kind of working on some bracelets for everybody. I think I went with gunmetal and red for you.
Okay.
It might be silver and red.
That's fine.
I don't remember.
I'm not really that picky.
How big
so.
is your wrist? A little smaller than mine. Okay. All right. Yeah, chainmail and movies. That's my life. Work, chainmail movies.
Mm-hmm.
Work, chainmail movies. Repeat. Laundry once in a while.
Oh, we got a boat. That's been kind of fun. It was like a little
Ooh.
kayak, so.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I want one of those surfboard things, but I don't know where to take it. I only have a river.
Oh, that's not a good place for
No.
those.
We
No.
don't
even Lake Monona's not great. It's just too big, too windy.
Yeah. Oh, I went hiking last Saturday or Sunday. I hurt for 4 days straight.
No.
Woohoo!
So what else do we've got? Reinhold left to talk
Reinhold's
about.
our last thing.
Yeah.
Unless anyone else has
Reinhold.
questions.
Yes, Reinhold's kind of a dull topic, if you ask me. There's
Oh
just-
yeah, totally.
You know, as we've talked about this with other ones, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just another generic pinup they made for a sculpt exclusive.
And they
You know,
clearly
do
didn't
this-
get the hint to do a male pinup for once, you know.
Well, I mean, they do this every they do this every year. You know, they've had the blighted bather, they had the kilt lifter, they've had the steel soul keg protector. You
Gator
know,
lady.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody.
Yeah, no, somebody just likes to jerk off on their desk and it splooges all over the place and it turns into a model.
Yeah.
That's just how it works.
Somebody,
That's
I think
fine.
it was the guy that sculpted the model, said
forget
that
who
the
it is.
idea behind it was it's like a girl if she cosplayed Reinhold, which is like I totally get that. That's
No,
actually
they missed a golden opportunity. I know
Oh,
I've
with-
said this in a couple of
Yeah.
I've said this in a couple of public forums now. They should have made the female from Gremlins into Reinhold female. I'll post a picture on our Facebook just to make sure you all know what we're talking about here. But yeah, the female from Gremlins would have been the perfect sexy Reinhold. I would have been 100% on board with that. It would have been awesome. But no, they just went with the a steampunk chick that has Reinhold's weapons. Basically, she looks nothing like Reinhold.
She's got his hat.
Oh, she's got his hat
and
too.
his
Okay,
coat
okay,
and
his
vest
coat.
and
Okay.
Yeah.
clock and
I
a
guess.
stuffed plushie of him.
I guess if I were looking at her, I would not think Reinhold.
Yeah.
You know.
At a glance, no, I don't
No.
think I would either. Until somebody told me, and it's like, okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now I can see it. But. Yeah, there was a lot of controversy between men on that
Yeah,
model.
between men, just like in one of the, which group was
It's
it?
the War Machine Hordes General on Facebook.
Okay.
And didn't
yeah.
they then threw a fit about somebody specifically asking for a female perspective?
It
Yeah.
was the same guy. He originally asked, hey,
Yeah.
I just want to see what some of the females think. He was being very kind about it.
Sure,
legitly wondering
Yeah.
what we thought.
And a whole bunch of other
And a
dudes,
whole
like,
bunch
jumped
of
on
men
them.
just
And they're just like,
fucking went at it.
let my opinion fly on this topic too, or on this post too. And it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
As a kind of a comparison, so there was a Wonder Woman women only screening. I forget exactly where it was. I think it was like in LA or something like that.
Yeah.
And there was a whole bunch of controversy about that. There was actually a great article that I saw that after that, women all donned their battle axes and went to go slaughter all of the men. That was funny. But anyhow, so there was this big controversy about this women-only screening of Wonder Woman, just like a girls' night thing the theater put on. And then I saw another article a couple days later about an all-men screening of some other movie. I don't remember what it was. It was a very masculine, male-oriented movie. And there was no controversy about that at all.
No.
No, and it's the same thing with this.
Just don't get to deal with people.
No, the men only thing is fine apparently, but the women only isn't. Oh, that's true. It might be a copyright issue with the female gremlin.
That's what
It's-
Legionnaires said
Yeah,
on the
that's-
Twitch chat.
That's probably that's a thought. It could just be a generic gremlin, though. I mean,
But yeah,
I will forever be disappointed that there is no female gremlin Reinhold, though.
I just don't understand why everyone is getting all upset about it. And it's like, you're not even a guy, and you're voicing your opinion on when someone is asking for a female opinion, and you're still upset about it. And it's like,
You know, and I get wanting to give their opinion. That's fine. They had done so already in another thread.
right,
You know, all
over
the same people.
100 posts later.
Yeah, exactly. It was
I don't understand why they had to go in and just bitch about why do the females get a voice. We don't have a voice.
Oh yeah, didn't somebody? Oh, that went in a dark place where they were like, War Machine is like my go away place.
Oh
Or-
yeah. The guy who for some weird reason equated the fact that he's a caregiver to somebody with cancer to not being able to play War Machine very often, and he should just be able to play with and do whatever he wants.
yeah. And it was,
I don't know where that straw man came from or why that came up, or it made no logical sense at all. It was A ergo X, you know. It
Yeah.
it just made no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cancer guys! They were there. Oh, narwhals! I know who you are now.
Amanda says he didn't like what I had to
He
say.
didn't like what I had to say
Nope.
either. If it makes you feel any better,
But what Amanda said was very nice, and
she
Yeah.
was a lot nicer than I was. I'm not a nice person.
so that was interesting a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Amanda said that her favorite comment was the guy commenting on their house. There's so few women talking about it.
Well, it's like once other guys start talking, it's like, well, what the hell can I even say at this point?
I mean, to be fair, there are only so many women to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know,
there's like 6 that we know of.
yeah, there's. I mean, if you count the Women of War Machine and the other couple of female communities there's maybe
Yeah.
50 to 60. You know,
Yeah.
it's-
If
compared to
that,
the how many
yeah.
thousand are on the general war machine. I mean, it's just our numbers are low. That's why they were asking.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And instead he had to delete his post like 5 times.
I think it
Yeah,
kept
no, an
getting
admin
started.
did. Yeah.
Okay.
No, the admin was very decent about it. You know,
Yeah.
they were doing what they could. Their job is not to appease everybody. Their job is to keep the peace. So
Yeah.
it made sense.
Yeah.
Job they're not paid for.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh God.
Thankless
They
job.
kind of need to be sometimes after
Oh,
that.
totally a thankless
God
job.
damn.
I've moderated internet forums before. It's fun because you get to swing the banhammer sometimes, but you know it's totally thankless. Nobody likes you.
Yeah. It's adult babysitting.
Yeah,
essentially.
exactly. It's worse because they have choice then.
Oh shit. So that was everything on our list
Yeah.
because we didn't really want to get into the CID stuff, mostly because you've probably been hearing it from other casts.
And it's really just not very interesting anymore.
Yes,
I mean,
quite
it's-
frankly, I don't give a shit.
No, I mean, I get the impression the CID is really more about them trying to market things and then trying to get people excited about them and hoping that we will also be excited about these things that
Yeah.
are coming out in God knows when because they still have backlogs from 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
so it's hard to get excited about the CID anymore.
when they did the tournament a few weeks ago, I remember people were complaining about having to set out the terrain because it took another 15 fucking minutes before every
Oh
game.
yeah, that one that Rick put on, where
Yeah.
they're trying to they're testing the SR-17. That was
Yeah.
actually a great idea. I
Yeah.
thought that was
It
a
was-
really good idea because that's actually play testing to see if they work, and that's what PP
Yeah.
is supposedly looking for with the CID.
Yes, so
Right.
that was really nice of Rick to put on. But yeah, he got a lot of annoyed people.
I think
that
it was a hard day.
it was hard.
I kind of feel like they knew what they were signing up for, though, so I have a hard time feeling
Yeah.
sorry for the people who signed up to help effectively play test.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
but yeah, the train was awesome.
Go away, Rick.
But I'm glad that he put it on because at least then it's not individual games that are being played.
No, it's
like
a-
in
it's a
Sid,
big tournament and
It's a
showing-
tournament setting, which is a lot
Yeah.
different than I think the feedback PP has been getting.
Yeah, well, even with the individual games, I know because John still plays fairly regularly, and he played one of the new steamrollers with Ethan on Friday, and he's like, "There's no fucking way to do this with the objectives and whatnot to get those points."
Right.
Yeah, no, it's
It's still just an assassination
Yep.
game.
Yeah,
now.
no, they've made SR basically irrelevant.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah. So bye bye trolls if you want to.
Yeah, that's
Slug it out.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Kane 3.
Yeah.
Oh, Keith had some good games with Kane 3 at MobCon. He had no practice whatsoever. He just made it an all Chargers list, basically. He made it to the semifinals without a loss.
Wow.
Without any practice at all. And I don't mean just practice with Kane 3. I mean virtually no practice of any kind.
Wow. Really?
And he got really close in the semifinals
Nice.
too. He just got fucked by terrain basically. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
Kane 3.
Jesus.
He's pretty sick.
That's
Yeah.
actually kind of cool to see because anytime I played Kane 3 when I was playing, a lot of people were not happy with him. I think they must not just been able to figure him out.
He's not that hard to figure out. It's just he's boring.
Yeah.
You know, you take a bunch of chargers with him. You take 8 because you can give out 6 focus, You can give out another focus with Arlen. You can give out another focus with Squire. You can kick the Squire, and then you just kill everything on your feet turn.
Yeah.
He took out one of the games I was watching of Keith's. He took out, I think it was 5 heavies with his Charger and Cane.
Nice.
Yeah, he basically just wiped the table, and then
Hey.
he got assassinated the next turn because he was about an inch or so too far forward. But that's yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with him. You
Yes,
don't want to put him out too far,
No.
or you'll just fall apart.
No, and that was lack of practice, really. So
Yeah.
had he been in practice, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, yes, we can.
All right. Well, we don't have any more questions on Facebook.
Okay.
I'm gonna check them.
Anybody on Twitch have anything that they want us to talk about or have questions? We're gonna leave it open for a little bit because how long have we been at this? 20 minutes?
Oh no, it's about 4 o'clock.
Really?
Oh, that's not too bad.
64.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
Not bad.
It's been about 50 minutes. Yeah. We didn't start too long after.
We did good.
Yeah, I know. From a short list.
Let's see.
Oh, recommendations. We still need
Oh, yeah.
recommendations.
We can do that. We can get that out of the way.
Well, Andy was just downstairs playing the remastered Doom, and it looks awesome.
That does look good. I never played the original, but I remember like seeing pictures of the original.
It
And
looks. It looks
yeah.
like it has all the glory of the original, but just
Pretty.
in a modern setting. It looks great.
Yeah, yeah. And it's. I mean, I've only seen the Doom movie, really, so I can't compare it very well. But
I played Doom 1 and Doom 2. I was too young to reasonably play, but it was still a lot of fun. I think I was like 5, but
Can you imagine this was like the VR?
oh god.
Oh.
Yeah, Amanda was talking about
Amanda.
disorientation. Yeah.
I know the next game you're trying with VR.
That sounds awesome actually. I would pay to see her go to Puke City with Doom. Sorry, Amanda, I know you're listening.
She says no thanks.
Oh.
Oh dear. Recommendations.
I can go if you don't have one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hate saying this. I'm gonna get shit for saying this, but Age of Sigmar's fun. It is actually a lot
I've
of fun.
heard that they've actually improved it a lot from when the first rule set came out, so I won't give you shit for that. There's a lot of people jumping ship.
There's
Yeah.
there's a lot of people going back into Age of Sigmar. I'm just judging you because you initially said you weren't going to.
Well, I wasn't. I was in this relationship, and it was a bad relationship, and I just had to let go. I know.
Sometimes when you're in the game slut town, sometimes you just have to hop on the old relationship for a night or two and call it good. Relive it, make sure you're not missing out on anything you didn't know about. You're good.
Yeah, I decided to.
Oh, Mechs vs. Minions.
Make Andy run through.
That was that. I played that with Andy
yeah.
a couple times. That's actually a good game. It's a League of Legends board game for anybody who's not familiar. It's actually very well done. I was pretty impressed with it.
Amanda says I'm not playing Warmahorde until Cock gets her book, so I'm recommending playing Guild Ball and Infinity with me in the meantime.
It'll be a while till we get the cockbook.
Yeah, if ever. But
If ever. Yeah.
Um,
that's gonna be a hell of a streak for playing Guild Ball and Infinity, Amanda.
I mean, I'll play Guild Ball with you. We've got Fishermen. I don't think we have more than a small game's worth of Fishermen, but that's fine.
But with Age of Sigmar, I decided to try it because... Sorry, I'm looking for more questions. I decided to try it because I saw the Seraphon, and I'm like, these are gators. I like gators. So I picked them up, and then I found some dwarves, the Fire Slayers, and I'm like, these are pretty cool, too, because the Magmadroth is a giant fucking dragon that looks like Deathwing.
That's
Yeah.
pretty sweet. Yeah.
The models are fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, so that's the two of the factions I picked up, and I played my first game Friday, and it was a lot easier to play than War Machine ever was for me to start. Like, it just became intuitive right away playing it. So it was just a little mini game. Like, we didn't really have any rolls or anything. We just were slugging it out, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So,
Brian, I don't think any of us know about the new edition of 40K. Just so you know.
Yeah, I don't think if you're referring to Age of Sigmar, and even then, I mean, it's changing reasonably rapidly.
Yeah.
Rapidly for a game.
I like
Yeah.
the Harlequin people. That's my opinion on 40K. They remind me of the, Royal Flush Gang from Batman.
Oh, sure.
So usually I'm like, I like things and I'll go to it, but I really don't want to. I don't really want to play the game. I'm already into Age of Sigmar.
Yeah. Yeah. I already got rid of my NIDs, so I ain't going back.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. but there were like two people that had NIDS out, I think, on Friday.
Friday? Yeah, I think so.
So that was interesting, seeing 40K on a Friday night.
Yeah, we should be getting Kingdom Death in the foreseeable future, so I'm looking forward to that. Everything I've heard about that
yes.
sounds really, really good.
Okay, yes, I know. Amanda probably hates the pinup models.
You don't have to play
But
with the pinup models.
I
though.
know, but they're really cool.
They are really cool. They're
Um,
really well sculpted.
And
Like,
we've played Kingdom Death a few times on that tabletop gaming thing on your computer.
yeah.
And
Oh, Vassal?
no,
Which one are you talking about?
I don't know.
Okay,
Brian,
that's okay.
you know
keep,
what
keep
it's
going,
called.
Keep going.
Oh, you do think they're beautiful? Oh, cool.
I agree with that. I don't care for the pinup models, but they're beautifully done. Like
Yeah.
you can't deny that they're the person who did them is an absolute master. I don't really care for that. I find the subject matter to be a little bit tasteless though myself. It's just kind of
Yeah.
just oversexed. I don't care for that look.
That's
myself.
what Amanda just said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And violent. Yeah.
But we've played a few games on the tabletop simulator, and we've really enjoyed it. We haven't played it for a few months, but it was a good time. So I'm really looking forward to actually having the physical box there.
Oh, did you guys go into Kingdom Death too?
Oh,
On the
yeah.
Kickstarter? Yeah, our
Yeah.
roommate is like balls deep in it. He's got he's ordered every single model he possibly could have, including the ones that they've been putting up on their website again. So he's like all in.
Yeah. Yes, the Steam board game simulator.
Oh, okay,
That
okay.
one. Yep.
hmm
Very nifty.
Yeah, no, the idea of Kingdom Death I really like. It's I'm told that it's similar in nature to the Dark Souls board game, but it's you're building your kingdom more so than you're building your character. While you can build both of them, it's more relevant to build your kingdom. So
Yeah.
I like that. And living board games that are multiple session are fun. It's like D&D just better. So
Oh, we got our Bones 3rd edition on Saturday. It was a 20-pound box.
Oh my gosh.
oh shit.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at it yet. I just see the box and it's like, I don't want to. I do, but I don't. Oh, so many beautiful models there, too. I have a lot of shit to paint.
I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to finishing some of the Dark Souls models. I've got the dancer, one of the bosses, like a third of the way done. So
Now, are those ones okay to prime, or do you just go straight to painting those ones?
I primed them.
Okay. Because the
I'm-
bones you can't prime.
No, I'm a
what I know
I'm a
about too.
heretic when it comes to painting. I often am too lazy to prime, even though I totally should, and it really does make a big difference in your end product. But I'm just lazy. But I did prime those.
Okay.
Andy made me.
Don't prime bones models. Don't prime bones models.
Why not?
Is that your recommendation?
Oh, those are the flexible, the Reaper ones, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking. Yeah, don't prime those.
Yes, don't prime Reaper. It makes it sticky.
I get the paint to stick without primer by magic. Somebody's just asking.
How do you get the paint to stick? Oh, it actually just does. That's the kind of plastic that they use.
They use like a flexible, like almost like a rubber plastic blend of some kind. It's you can move the models and it doesn't break the model if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's sticky, so the primer comes off on your hand the second you touch it, but the paint somehow sticks to it.
yeah, just make sure to wash it.
And you yell at it a
Just
lot.
yell
that
at it
too.
a lot.
Yeah.
You're gonna stick to this model.
You can seal it too when it's all done. The sealant does hold.
I'm also
Yeah.
gonna suggest if you're gonna yell at it, you're also gonna look at it like Smeagol when he's looking at the ring, that big eyes, and like,
Yeah, my recommendation, first off, yes, don't prime Bones and Reaper minis. But second, there is this awesome seasoning that is like gourmet burger seasoning. I don't remember who it's by.
You have to post it on. The
I will
page
have to
later.
post. I will have to go home, pull it out, and take a picture of it. It's so good.
I will second the recommendation to grill and barbecue as much as possible.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Especially when it is ball soup outside and it's like 95 degrees and
And you don't wanna heat your
horrible to
house.
cook. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Also, buffalo, ground buffalo.
Ground buffalo's really
We made
good.
Yeah.
meatballs out of that, and actually wasn't bad.
Ooh, that sounds good too.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that bad.
buffalo meat is very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's better for you, actually, in a way.
Oh, on the subject of game meat, I highly recommend roadkill deer. It's as long as it's fresh roadkill, it's okay. You just strap it to your
You know,
car.
I've always
didn't-
wondered, can I
yeah.
just grab it and go?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't if you saw it get hit. That'd be okay.
Yeah,
If
that's
it's,
what I
mean, if
meant.
it's like bloated
If
and
it's
sitting
bloated,
on the
no,
side of the
no,
road,
no,
leave that be.
no.
Okay.
That
We
happened.
had to.
Because it's like pre-tenderized, right? Is that why it's so good?
One time at my parents' house, they saw a deer running across,
Mm-hmm.
and she hit the fence, and she tripped over it, and she like broke her neck.
Oh, nice,
And
nice.
they-
That's even better. You don't have to kill your car for it. Most expensive deer ever.
So that's what they did, was they took her to processing
Yeah,
and made
no,
like jerky and
Venison
stuff.
sausage is
Yeah.
awesome. I had a coworker who saw somebody else hit a deer, strapped it to his truck, and like took it to a deer processing place, and it was fucking delicious.
Apparently, we are all so Wisconsinites.
Okay, so Keith is born in Wisconsin. When we moved here, I told him, I tried to make him promise me, rather, that if he ever hit a deer with his car, he would strap it to the hood of his car, or wherever on his car, and bring it home so that we can eat it. And he will not allow me to do that.
Amanda
And he
says
himself will not do that.
not to do that because the skeleton can shatter and you can have bone shards in the meat.
That's why you just hit it in the head.
Well, if you don't, also
I mean, you gotta field dress it a little bit. You know, you don't want to drag a 2-ton deer onto your car. You want to gut it so that you only have to drag a 1-pound deer onto your car, or a 1-ton deer onto your car.
Yeah.
they're a ton. They gotta be like.
They're heavy.
They're
Yeah.
heavy. Maybe they're not a ton.
I was
you
gonna
know,
say my
maybe they're
horses
like-
are like a ton.
but
Maybe they're maybe like 1,500 then.
Oh, I would say like less. They gotta be like under
No.
1,000 pounds.
Maybe, I don't know. I've never gotten a deer, so
They gotta be like 800 at the most, I would think. That'd be a pretty beefy deer.
no,
Even
you guys
still.
are going like huge.
Well, I was gonna say 1,000 pounds is not.
No, you guys are going like huge. Like I'm pretty sure they're maybe 500 at
Yeah.
most.
Yeah,
oh, that's really sad.
because they're pretty lanky in their legs. and all
They're very
their-
lanky in the
true.
legs.
That's
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say my horses
Well, no.
are a lot thicker than that, and
Yeah. The horses are also a lot larger.
all that too.
Yeah, no, they're 500 max.
Yeah.
Like that's a
2,000
giant
pound
one.
deer, guys.
That's more like
It's gonna be
That's
delicious.
more like a moose.
That's
But-
there we go.
Yes,
I can-
100 to 200. That's kind
Thank you,
of-
Rick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clearly, we go hunting. I know this.
I
stuff.
at least know it
I'm a
sort
bad
of because I
hunter.
tried to help lift one once.
Yeah.
And
I'm just a bad hunter. I can only get rabbits.
I talk too much when hunting because I'm so fucking cold that I have to let you know that I'm fucking cold.
Oh god.
So,
So you're the worst hunter
so
ever.
I'm the worst hunter ever.
I just have bad luck.
Okay.
Ah, shit. But Moose gets into that territory, but beer is
Oh,
smaller.
I bet
Yep.
moose. I bet moose are
What's
good.
wrong?
Yeah. Anyone want to go to Canada? Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Why
moose
are
are
you
scary.
looking at
Moose
us
are
like that?
terrifying.
We
Why
don't
are
have
you
much
looking
to
at
say.
your watch,
I don't
Andy?
know. Andy's up here. We should probably leave.
I also have to pee.
You could go ahead and not in the room.
But I think we have pretty much run out of everything.
Yeah.
Unless we want to keep talking about dead deer and eating them at a random
Yeah,
fucking
Roadkill
time.
Cafe. Yeah.
Yeah, Roadkill Cafe. So I guess we'll keep you updated on Facebook, of course, about when we're gonna actually schedule our Sundays
Yeah.
and let you know. Thank you for listening. Bye, Amanda and Brian
And everybody.
and everybody else.
Narwhals aren't real.